In.
Dad.
Forward, Steve. That's home, baby. That's home.
Okay. Piece of firewood.
Yeah.
So what happened, Steve?
She just split. It's got a crack I don't
twice.
really like.
You're gonna call that one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call that one, yeah.
And this side didn't steam quite right?
No, I don't think I had the ribbons tight enough at the bottom, so they pulled out a bit more, and they're not very symmetrical.
No
So I
big
think
deal.
tomorrow we'll just pop these two back in the steam box, and they'll bend even easier the second time because they're already like 90% of the way there.
Yep.
We'll tweak those, we'll do a fresh one for here, and then that buys me some more time to finish up the stern as well.
That is true.
So I can work on the stern this afternoon, I can work on the stern tomorrow morning, and then maybe we can do just like a full day tomorrow and finish up the framing. We're here in the stern and we're looking at the rabbet or the rebate that the planking's gonna nestle into. And today what we're working on is getting the rest of this carved away so that as the planks come around, they land nice and smooth and tuck into the rabbet here. So the hope today is to get these two sides all wrapped up, and then tomorrow we can cut the sockets and be ready to steam bend these aft frames hopefully this weekend. I think the best bet is going to be run the skill saw just inside the rabbet to about 1 inch, and then we can just start hogging all the waste out until we hit that line, and that should get us within spitting distance of where we need to be. Yeah, I'll grab the skill saw and set that, and I'll just run it here and I'll run it there, and then we can start attacking. So I'm just going to cut inside it a bit with the saw, and I won't go quite the full 1 1/4, so that we get it close. But all we need to do is figure out kind of what this angle looks like so we can get the frame sockets to land. Because the frame sockets are just gonna like poke in up here somewhere.
And so this planking is just gonna be bolted straight into the.
Yeah.
Well, why not, right?
Exactly it. This might be the way.
Yeah, it looks way better. That's what I got there. Still a bit of, you know, I mean, of course. I think we're gonna. It's like
gonna come back
it's
here.
gonna be starting back here and going in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be hard because of the twist, but just kind of getting an idea. Yeah, I think I might be down to hand planes for a little while, or some more careful chiseling. Because I can't really get
in there
very well. And this is getting close. I don't want to do too much more until I bring this back.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But maybe I'll hog the other side out about the same and call it a day.
Okay, sounds good.
Maybe I'll feel motivated. I'll come out after dinner and do some hand planing because that's quiet.
Yeah.
I can't be running this thing too late.
No, that'll be a little bit much. We still want the neighbors to be okay with us.
Yeah, I'll try to make it so they don't hate it.
You're not able to get in there?
No, not really. I'm also taking a soda shower. So like here, because of this thing, you're out that far and you can't really rock to get the angle. Ideally you'd be able to plan something like that.
All right. So we need to take all that back. Okay. Good.
So I started playing last night with the ads.
Does it do okay cutting across grain like that?
Yeah, because it's got the lips.
Oh, great.
Well, a lot of those shows.
I've never seen hands like that. And our planking's an inch and something, right?
Inch and a quarter.
Inch and a quarter. Okay.
And this is all huge. So like, if we end up setting it in 1.5 inches, then I've got to shave a little bit. Yeah, there's lots of wiggle room. We're still golden. I'm just trying to get this close enough that we can figure out where the frames are going to land.
Right. Right. That's a lot to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Got a couple hours to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I could get going on that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
The plan for today was to finish up the rabbet and the sockets in the stern as we worked on re-steaming yesterday's frames so that they sit better, and then finish up steaming in the stern.
So I'm going a little shy here as well. I'm not going to, because I also figure you're going to undercut a bit.
Yeah.
And so you might go in a little bit more when you undercut. So I'm not going, I'm stopping about 1/8 shy of going to 1/4.
Yeah, I would say you can even
get close to it.
No, not even go that close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like 1 inch.
Yeah, I'd say
Right.
like 1 inch, 1.5 inches.
Okay.
Yeah, what I would say is
16ths.
I'll let you just go hog wild on this side.
Right.
And then once you feel like it's good, let me know. I'll tag in with the ads.
There you go.
And follow
then
behind you, and you can jump on the other side.
Here we are.
And it's 9:30 now, and frames don't start coming out until after 11.
Okay.
So we got a couple hours.
I think I'll be done here in 15 minutes.
And I can probably clean it up in the ads in 20.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Showtime.
So that definitely's got to go in a bit.
Yeah.
Say just past that seam.
Probably right in there it would flare. So it would kind of go.
Basically that line I've got.
Yep. If I had to guess. So I'll do another line and
then I can start ads and
yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Frame coming out, forward most one.
It turns out that finishing up the stern at the same time as steaming the frames was a little bit ambitious. So we chose to finish that up another day, and we even got a little help from Jean all the way from Australia.
Now that the rabbet here is like 95% defined, we'll do the last little bit of cleaning up when we put the planks on. But we're in a position where we can get the ribbons sprung through here and mark where our frames are going to land so that we can cut the frame sockets. And we're just going to do like we did up on the stem, and they're just going to be narrow little pockets that the frames sit into, and then when we put in the floors, that'll connect the frames to the frames and down to the stem and to the stern. And the reason we're doing that is that the stern and the stem are only sided 6 inches. They're really narrow. So if we were to put them in like we did in midship and then put the screws would basically cross in the middle. There really wouldn't be all that much meat there. So it wouldn't add a lot of extra strength, so it doesn't really make sense to do that. But having a little bit of a landing spot for the frame when we bend it in is going to make a really big difference. So we are just going to cut those little frame sockets, just enough to register that end of the frame when we bend them in. So now we're up at the stem, and we've got some frame sockets here where we already bent these frames in. They've just got their first coat of anti-fouling paint. But you can see how shallow they are and how little material is left between the two of them. So this is where we're saying if we had cut these sockets really deep with the intent of putting the screws in like we did midship, we would be screwing into this tiny little fin, and the screws would literally just cross each other in there, and it really wouldn't add much strength. So this is basically exactly what we're going to do on the stern, and just cut those little pockets so that when we bend the frames in, they clunk right down in there nice and neat and stay put. And that'll make that life a little bit easier. And then when we put in the floor timbers, they'll connect them and get bolted down really well, and that's what'll actually carry the load. So Casey on the outside is going to help me here. We're basically going to take the frame and put it where we want it. And then we're going to use the level and make sure that we are level fore and aft. Cool, that looks good. And then we're just going to mark it out here. So now what we'll do is we'll start carving just inside of this line until we get the fid to start to nestle down in there. And as we go, we'll just check it with the level and make sure we get that right. And we're just going to carve down just a little bit, just enough for this frame to kind of nestle down in there and give us a pocket when we bend it. And then we're going to set up the battens and do the same thing on the other side. And then these ones will be good to go. We're just going to repeat this a couple more times up the stern.
So we got one more round of steaming today. We finished up the rabbet and the stern over here, and as you can see, Casey and Steve cut out the pockets up there. So we're going to do a little bit more steaming today, and should be able to work on some floor timbers.
I like how you can hear the water boiling in there. Alright, let's go. I'll let this one out and we'll tuck it right in here. Okay. Actually, no, let's start low. Well, you definitely need to support this, right?
Yeah.
And we need to support this.
Oh, right, that one too.
It's looking good. It's looking alright, hard on the lower one. And 5 going in?
Yeah, whatever the next number is.
The edges on those. There's one coming in. You got it.
Tim, what do we got going on here? Steve breaks something else.
Alright, yeah.
That's on the bottom. Alright, down she goes. Okay, hard on blue. Casey, hard to me. There we go. Look.
Is it cracking?
Alright, never mind. Upper out.
Wah, wah. Well, calling frame.
Alright, now we can go away. Goodbye. Nice to know you.
There's a split right in there.
Yeah.
Ready? Yep.
I'm gonna top this hard.
Oh, you see a crack? Oh. Crack in the bottom there. Pretty bad.
Son of a.
What was that, Casey?
Oh, man. Alright, well. Is that done? That's done. Just below the shear. Alright.
Bummer.
Let's start at the bottom and pop those clamps off. It'll be easier that way. Well, this is because we did all the nicest frames first, and we're getting down to the ones that aren't as gorgeous. But I have 2 reserves, so if we don't break any more, we'll get them all in today. But I kind of think we're going to break a couple more. But it's cool. We'll know exactly what we need to get, and we can do one last little steam and do the ones we break. Oh, carefully.
Oof.
We'll see what we break and where they fit and where they land.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hopefully you'll be lucky, huh?
Probably not. We'll see. It's okay. This is good. We have like almost all the frames in. So today will give us a really good idea. We'll know how many we break and exactly how many we need. And we can dig through the pile and cut enough and maybe one extra.
Yeah.
And then one more morning of steaming. We'll pop in the last 3, 4, 6, whatever they end up being, and we'll be good to go.
Got it?
Okay, nice and easy. Just see if we can keep that bottom in there. All right, go ahead. Okay, we're gonna take this one out and let go.
Oh wait, what was that? Split? Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so when we milled all the frames,
Right.
I sorted them and put the ones that I thought were the not nicest on the bottom of the pile. So we
Right.
started with the best. So
And
these
then-
ones are all kind of
Sketchy.
like, not sketchy, but they're not perfect. Like honestly, there's a chance that we're gonna break the rest of these today, and we'll just kind of see how it goes.
Lower left.
Can you guys pull harder on blue? Oh! Okay, we can stop. Take her off.
Is that one cracking too?
Yeah. Split way down low.
Did it just split or did it split earlier?
Not just split here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of at the bottom of the barrel, but I really want to try and bend them and see what they do and if they hold, because if they go in fine and are happy,
Right.
then I don't need to mill a replacement for it. And then at the end of today, we'll know exactly, do I need to mill 2, do I need to mill 4, do I need to mill 6, and...
Look at 25 as opposed to
Yeah.
doing 100 of them that are wrong.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Cool, yeah, that's great.
With so many hands on deck and a little bit of free time in between the steam bending process, we thought we would get started on another little project.
Sweet. Nice. 4 rivets.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Who makes their own nails?
We do.
Who builds their own boat?
Yeah, I'm good. Oh. Alright, nice and hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
You good? Yep.
Okay, send her down. Nice and easy. There we go. Okay, and down. Hard on blue.
Actually, give
Casey, hard
Bill
towards me.
something to pull on.
Wait, going up. Watch your fingers.
Yep. That hurts.
Sorry.
We're almost there.
Oh, pain is good for you.
Some of it's adhesive, some of it's bolted.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, we got 4 more frames in the boat that we didn't have at the beginning of the day, and I think we broke like 6. But when we started framing, we sorted them by nicest to least nice. So it's kind of expected. And there was a few of them that I was like, they might be okay, they might split, we'll see how they behave. So a couple of those behaved really well, and they seemed strong, so I'm happy with them. And a bunch of them split, and that we thought that might be the case, so those are out. And we know that we've got 5 frames left to go. So we'll dig through the pile and mill up a few more, but we know how long they need to be, we know how many we need to be, how many we need, so it should be good.
Cool. You're good to go.
Oh, I just wanted to say you guys inspired me, and I decided to build a boat myself. So.
Really? That's awesome.
But I'm gonna make it a little easier. I'm gonna use a kit. So
Yeah?
yeah,
That's so
nice.
cool, though.
I got it right here.
All right. Hey, I hope you get that launched faster than we get ours launched.
Well, I hope so too. But I'm not sure I can do it though. But I'll give it a try.
You won't have any room for guests.
That's awesome. What do you think, Akiva? Yeah? Yeah.